Well, welcome back to Mississippi Roads. I'm your host, Walt Grayson. And this week, we're going back in time. Well, it sure seems like it anyway. Actually, we're at Landrum's Country Homestead and Village, just outside Laurel. Landrum's Homestead and Village is located about 5 minutes off Interstate 59 on Highway 15. When you show up, the first thing you'll notice is how quiet it is here. None of the sounds of the everyday life we've become accustomed to. No TVs in the background, no humming air conditioner, just you and nature like it used to be. And that's for a reason. The Landrums have built 70 or so buildings here, each one of them showing a slice of life that our ancestors lived before the invention of many modern conveniences we're used to today. If you've ever wondered, what was life like back before computers, smartphones, TVs, even electricity? Well, the homestead sets out to answer that question. It's a testament to what working with your hands used to be like, back when it meant washing clothes by hand, or making your own soap, or building your own home. Out of the 70 different buildings found here, there are cabins, a general store, a blacksmith shop, a barn, a barber shop, even a chapel. And all of these buildings were built by the Landrum family. When Tom Landrum built this first cabin more than 3 decades ago, he had no idea that it would eventually turn into this sprawling village. He just wanted to teach the grandkids how things used to be done a long time ago, when they built houses board by board. But after the family filled it with some of their antique furniture, they realized the cabin was only the starting point. And it didn't hurt that Mr. Landrum had been running a successful business for a while, making pine furniture. In fact, that pine furniture business was what helped them get the idea to keep going. And what was to later become an annual tradition of having a get-together on the first weekend after Thanksgiving, Mr. Landrum got a bunch of people together, family, friends, people who had bought his furniture, and invited them to see him raise the roof, literally, on the cabin. And later on, those who had come to see the roof raising would ask him if he had plans to make another building. So he made another, and then another, until now, 70 buildings later, the Landrum's homestead has become a bit of an attraction, to put it mildly. Ah, boy. There you go. Dead eye. At Landrum's homestead, there's always something to do. There's wagon rides, there's a trail that you can walk and get up close and personal with nature, the gem mine, butter churning, all sorts of demonstrations. Matter of fact, on any given day, you're likely to find most anybody doing most anything from out of the past. A short walk over to the blacksmith shop. You can hear the ringing of hammer against metal as the man inside, the town blacksmith as it were, plies his trade. Nowadays, most everything is made in a factory, pressed by machines. But this is where it all started. Man's ability to forge raw materials into something useful, something needed to survive. A few buildings down, there's a lady churning her own butter. And when students and visitors stop by, she's glad to let them take a try. It's hard work, but it's worth it, because there's a reward at the end. They get to sample the butter they've just created. There's even an old gem mine where students can try their hands at panning for the good stuff, and a laser rifle range where sharp-eyed visitors can practice picking off bottles and cans or rats. But the grounds are so pretty here that sometimes modern traditions sneak in. Quite a few starry-eyed brides and grooms have exchanged their vows under the pecans and at the old chapel here on the grounds. Weddings and large groups can have Landrums cater too. And for the day-to-day tourist, there's always snacks and refreshments. Well, there's one building that you're going to want to for sure see when you come to Landrum's homestead, because gravity works just a little differently in here than it does everywhere else. This is one place that is not only fun to take part in, but it's a good photo op. And your friends will wonder how you did it. But of course, they'll have to come here and see for themselves. And regrettably, that's all the time we have for the show. If you've got any questions about anything you've seen, you can always contact us at mpbonline.org/Mississippi Roads, or join our Facebook page. We're going to leave you with some sights and sounds from around Landrum's homestead just outside of Laurel. Meanwhile, I'm Walt Grayson, and I'll be seeing you on Mississippi Roads.
Mississippi Roads is made possible in part by the generous support of viewers like you. Thank you.